Okay, good morning, viewers. Welcome to Santa's Workshop. Welcome, Dave. Good to see you again.
Likewise, Dave. Thank you.
Dave and I are just going to talk briefly on some Christmas gifts for 2017. There's some fantastic products here. Companies have been working hard on bringing stuff out, and some of these are the brand new products here at Hornet Hobbies. Dave, tell us about the P51 everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah, this is the new P51D from Airfix. It's been eagerly awaited. Just came out. It's available here at the store now. A lot of great part breakdown on this, and some nice surface detail that I think everybody will enjoy. The Millennium Falcon, everybody knows the new Star Wars movie is out on the 15th of December here in North America. And the Falcon is always prominent in these movies. I don't know if anybody has ever built any of these Bandai kits from Star Wars, but they are fantastic. I mean, they go together great. You don't have to paint them if you don't want to. The fit is excellent.
Snap together, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much. So they're for kids or somebody starting into the hobby that doesn't have the tools to paint. They're a great introduction. And actually have a really nice replica, so highly recommend all of their kits. And then we have this is the Tony. So Tamiya released that mid-year, but the reason we have it here is they're going to be releasing the 109 G6, which is one of my favorite airplanes. Actually, my favorite airplane. And I've been working on the Tony at home. And it's one of the best engineered kits to date that I've seen.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it once again, like this Bandai, almost a snap together.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, and really look forward to getting this finished. And if this is any indication of what we can expect from the Tamiya 109 G6, then I'm going to buy 2 or 3 of them, I think. So I believe that's expected for release very early 2018. And if you want, I think you can get an order here at the store.
Yeah, people sign up between now and Christmas. If they sign up now, they'll get a 10% discount off the aircraft. And I should get it sometime in mid-January. You know, the new Tamiya kit.
Yeah, put me down for 2 or 3, Dave. Definitely want to get in on that. Another great gift idea for your favorite modeler is an Iwata airbrush. This is the Revolution. This is the one that I use most often. Very easy cleanup, no fuss, doesn't fight you, and very predictable results. This is the one that has the 0.5 millimeter needle, which I think works well for most work. Certainly, it's my go-to airbrush.
Yeah, we have the. If one wants to go down to the 3 millimeter needles, we have the needles and the nozzles upstairs, and so we have a full range of Iwata parts most of the time. But you know, it's such an easy airbrush to use, and it doesn't seem to have any trouble with the 0.5 and everything. And I sell very few parts because it doesn't break down. Gaskets don't destroy under lacquer thinner and things like that. So it's
very durable.
Yeah, you buy it today and you have it a lifetime, and your expense after the original purchase is very little. So anyway, it's a great Christmas gift.
Very durable airbrush.
And then another great thing that's really taken off are these Ming tune tanks. I hope that there's a category in upcoming model shows for tune tanks, because they're really gonna take off. The Sherman is the most popular one, just looking at our sales, but nevertheless, maybe it's because of Dave's video on the Sherman in Normandy that's got the Sherman hopping. But anyway, the Sherman's the hot one. But they're coming out in the new year with Panzer III, T-34, and like I say, they'll I hope that there's a category in upcoming shows, because they take about an hour to make maximum, and then all the fun begins. All the painting, and if you guys take Dave's skills on his Sherman, apply it to these, man, it'll be awesome. And then we have the Grant and we have the Lee, which are new at the shop. They've just come in the last couple of days. Airfix is P40, 48 scale.
That kit is actually, that one has set the bench, or the mark rather, for 48 scale P40s. So Brett Green has done a nice write-up on the Warhawk, which was the initial release of this. and has a lot of great things to say about that particular kit.
And Brett Green is on his way to Toronto, and a show up in Hamilton called
That's right.
Heritage
Con.
Warplane Heritage Museum, and Brett Green's gonna be here later this spring. So certainly look in your go to Warplane Heritage site to see when Brett's coming, because there's a fantastic model show in Hamilton at the same time, and usually there's 600 to 700 models. So that's coming up this spring. That's something for you guys to build for. So I would suggest picking out one of these kits and be prepared to bring it to the shows in the spring.
This might have to come home with me later today, Dave. I don't know.
And we also have great models for the kids. We have all these. We have the Santa's Express for obviously before Christmas. It has a theme of the Christmas freight cars and what have you. And then down at Dave's end of the table, some Airfix quick builds, some fabulous sports cars, and they're pre-painted, look fabulous. It's almost along the lines of Lego, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dave, you want to talk about the great new book?
Yeah, there's
a couple of new books.
Yeah, there's a couple. So I think everybody that sees us knows Mike Rinaldi. So this is his third focused book. So it deals with one single topic, and this is a Bandai Master Grade Neo Xeon MSN 04 mobile suit Sazavi. So it's one of the mechs, and he's done a wonderful job. Now, you may look at this if you're an armor modeler and say, well, why would I want to invest in this? Well, there's a lot of great details in terms of how he does some of the individual parts, some of the weathering and the techniques that he applies, and they're all very much applicable to armor modeling or aircraft modeling for that matter. So, what you find in this book is going to translate well to any subject that you use. So it's a great little read. And then another one of my favorites is this is the Encyclopedia of Armor Modeling Techniques. So this is put out by Mig Jimenez, and this is the fourth one. There's 5 in total, and this is my favorite one to date. So this deals with weathering, which is near and dear to my heart, and there's a lot of great references in here that you can get in terms of ideas and tips. It's very well structured. It's the type of book that you can just pick up and go to a random page and start reading and looking at the photos, and you're going to pick up something that you can apply to your models. So, I have you can see the rest of them behind us there. I have all of the books in the series, and I continually go back to them for inspiration and ideas. There's all kinds of tips and techniques in here that you can apply to your models to make them really pop. So
yeah, it's a brand new book. It's just come out, and a fantastic stocking stuffer.
Absolutely.
If your wives or girlfriends are snooping around Hornet Hobbies, chances are they're gonna, hit it right Christmas morning with Encyclopedia number 4.
Yeah, can't recommend it highly enough.
So I want to just wish everybody a Merry Christmas and season's greetings to everybody, and Dave's going to just talk just one more great gift that we're going to, because he's built the model, we're going to talk about this at length this morning. Well, not at length, but
Let's give a quick intro to
it. A little intro into the Brumbar, and the latest, to me, a kit that's come out, and just a fantastic build from what I understand.
Yeah, this is, I think this is the best 35th scale kit I've built in terms of ease. Didn't fight me at all. I built the Jagdpanzer 4 that they released last year, I believe. And I thought that was the best kit today. I did that one strictly out of the box, and was able, did very well with it at a bunch of different shows. This one I think surpasses even that. So I've been working on this for the past month or so, and I actually started building this one night just to take a break from another build that was fighting me, and like 4 nights later, most of it's together. There's no issues. There's no putty on this. There's nothing to correct. Just an amazing kit. And as Dave said, we'll use this as we'll do another set of videos that will focus on the finishing, the painting, and the weathering of this. And I'll go into a little bit more detail at that time, some of the things I've done from a build standpoint. But as you can see here, it's most of it's primed. I still got to do some of the side skirts and some of the add-ons to it. But we'll start looking at that in 2018. But just an amazing hassle-free build. If you're looking for something to jumpstart your model building, I can't recommend this kit highly enough.
Yeah. Well, it looks fantastic, and I think other than the small machine gun at the front there, that was the only thing that you replaced?
Yeah, I used that an RB Barrels machine gun, or no, actually it was an Aver one. You're right. And then this is just a spare piece of wire that I threw on there. But everything else is from the kit, and I just sanded down the shields because they are a little bit thick. But you can use the ones out of the box. You don't have to go to photo etch. And we'll look at painting this up and really going to town on some of the shields, because what they would do is, as ones would get damaged, they would grab shields from other vehicles that would have different camo or different states of disrepair or chipping or streaking, battle damage. So we'll look at the
yeah, and I'm going to be doing the groundwork side by side with Dave, with the sort of remains of an old building and stuff. So there'll be lots of put the brum bar right where it belongs. It was used at that house to house kind of fighting. Yeah. So we'll do the groundwork to match. There won't be any grassy fields or anything like that. This will be a city setting,
this urban setting.
Yeah, late in the war, and so we'll put that together in the new year. A series of 5 or 6 videos. And something to look forward to.
Yeah, easy kit to build. And again, the nice thing about these kits is that you don't have to put, because they served late in the war, there's examples of these that don't have Zimmerit. The box, you can get Zimmerit. I think Tamiya releases a Zimmerit sticker for this. Yeah. But I'm sure other ATAC or whoever will release some other Zimmerit, or you can do it yourself. But I chose in mine not to do a late war one. So again, if you're doing something out of the box and you don't want to fight with the Zimmerit, can't recommend this kit highly enough.
Oh, fantastic, Dave. Thanks for that little review.
My pleasure.
And
Thank
it's
you.
once again a great Christmas gift. And once again, Merry Christmas to everyone, and Happy New Year. And we'll talk to you shortly. Thanks so much.